but giving you some background about essential role of Boğaziçi University in Neurotech EU and the project that we are running towards. So I'm going to try to justify or rationalize, if you like, what we are doing. And maybe if you're wondering why are we sitting here, you know, of course, everyone is doing that in Zoom meetings lately. That's nothing new, but is there a reason for that? Maybe I'll try to address that. So what we do in Neurotech EU is to run this work package. It's technological innovation or university industry collaboration work package, if you like, one of the content work packages. It has several aims and 6 deliverables. I'm going to go through the aims, match them with deliverables, but slowly try to build the context as it is all about context-aware decision making. I'm going to try to build the context here. So one aim is to identify the challenges with which technological innovations can be dealt with of course, for society and economy. So it's a European project. You can't just stay in the lab, but you have to figure out the reflections on this society and economy. The 2 deliverables are to decide on, you know, acute or maybe longer term targets for these innovations. And for those who may be encountering European Horizon projects, the future emerging technology was one of the terms. Now it is replaced, but it used to be a term to refer to, you know, high-tech innovations that can be done. But these are to be tackled. Now there are 3 bodies that we have been working on building. And the aim for that is to remove the barriers between academia and industry, to promote innovation in the society. You can extend the list, but one deliverable, which is called Synapse, so these are 3 bodies, is to link what you see here are the educational tasks of Neurotech EU. So maybe simply education and technological innovation or research, innovation and industry, and also societal impact, if you like. So to have a linkage between them so that they can communicate with each other and the problems that we tackle will be meaningful ones or more broad, impactful ones, let's say. Another deliverable was to develop some education programs for technological innovation. So I will get to that also. And we are, as university professors, we all are in education business, but the technical people, like engineers, we don't think that we have anything to do with education technology, really. But that is actually a central topic. The 2 other bodies to build are actually, one of them is NEURICOO, as you may have heard or at least read in the introductory slide for this event. That is a body across Neurotech EU ecosystem, and that is actually, it has 8 founding members, partners, one of which is Boğaziçi University, but there is a 9th one, which joined recently, and there's going to be a 10th one, which will join recently. One aim of having another one, another partners, because we have Oxford in the team, but Oxford, because of Brexit, you know, there may be some technical problems. So to be on the safe side, we'll have 10 partners to get a new round of support from European Union. This is a 5 million euro project, but the next round, which will come in a year, will be around 21 million euros, the support. So, and actually it's just for the structure, but from there on we can go and run for other projects, of course. So NEURICOO is aiming at translating technological innovations into the industry and market. If you like, it's a body for that. And another last one is NEUROFUND, that is for the funding of all of that. And we have been collaborating with Istanbul Health Industry Cluster as a test bed, actually. ISEC helped us a lot when the negotiations were there to get this work package, because we are living in Istanbul, huge city with a major industrial potential, and use that as a test bed. That sounded good with the partners, so we could get this work package. So in NeurotechEU, the idea is to cause some synergy, which we call synapse, and then fund the research and cooperate to develop new things. Basically that's the idea. And what we are trying to do with this TÜBİTAK 2004 project is in the same lines, and taking neurotechnology in the center, because that's one of the most important fields currently, and it will be a dominant field even more later on. So to decide on what to do, there were several surveys run by NeurotechEU, one of which was this. So this was sent out to experts like academics, asking them which challenges should be tackled in the upcoming 10 years starting from today, which are the most important ones. Those appear to be health and healthcare, biological, artificial intelligence, learning and education, public and ethics. Probably we need a lot of emphasis on that also, but that like these three especially were the dominant challenges, and which technologies to address those were answered as robotics, machine learning, treatment methods, sensing technologies, and further. And when this was extended to 2040, similar ones, actually learning and education was considered to be less. I don't know why. Probably we'll need more of that in 2040. But the same challenges were to be addressed by similar technology. So like robotics, machine learning, sensing, imaging. If you remember, as I told you, there were 4 of these seminar series. These were the topics of those. Then at the end of May, we had a launching event for NEURICOO, so that is alive, but now we have the web page up and still working on developing that. It had 3 lectures while I was introducing what's going on, and Cengizhan Hoca from BME introduced about ISEC, and there was another person responsible for Health Valley Netherlands. So that's another cluster. These 2 clusters are going to be leading the way, and other clusters are joining in the system now. But we had a discussion about robotics, medical neuro devices, medical devices, machine learning, artificial intelligence, diagnostics, treatment, and sensing technology. So if you remember what I just said in the beginning of the seminar, we had the first run of sensing technologies and communication, and then a second round about education. So I'm going to show you rationale for that a bit later. Machine learning, artificial intelligence, and robotics. So that's going to be what we do today. These may be together, and machine learning is always there, or AI in all fields. And diagnostics, treatment, mostly based on imaging, was the former seminar. The aim of the event was to launch NeurICO as also a trademark, but essentially to judge from the audience what needs are there to tackle these technologies and challenges. The outcome of the survey is now posted in the NeurICO webpage. So if you go to NeurotechEU webpage, you can jump to NeurICO, which is the industry university portal. There is going to be Campus Plus that is going to be up fairly soon, and that will allow our students to take courses from other universities. So that's going to be a major achievement. But about NeurICO, so one thing participants identified the most important would be funding, like European Commission funding and large investment funds from governments, as now we are heading towards. So luckily, everyone thought money was the most important thing, because otherwise I would be very surprised. Another thing people indicated was if we know what's available across the ecosystem, we can tackle, like we can search what people are doing, and we can maybe have some matching. One aim of NeurICO is to do matchmaking, and we'll be doing that. And these events are matchmaking within Boğaziçi and maybe beyond. So in the Turkey ecosystem, if you like, but we'll also have some European partners. It used to be that they were supported by 1 million euro earlier. It seems it is not there yet, but we're trying to find out. So we'll also have other partners. And this is about the education aspect. When you ask the students, what do you need for translating innovations into industry? They say, well, we need some specific training programs. We need some entrepreneurial training. And then Esin Hoca came up with a nice idea of Boğaziçi University Ar-Ge Okulu. So that was kind of the motivation in work package 5 in NeurotechEU for us. But now it is like people really want that, especially students. So we'll be working on those. Now, what we try to do currently is, I see your nice faces, but I can't read the platform's name. So the platform is called İnsan Fonksiyonunu Tehdit Eden Zorluklar için Nöroteknolojik Çözümler Platformu. It's going to stem from these and, the 4 of the seminar series. So there is a lot of people brainstorming what we can do, and there will be projects that we will tackle. And I'm going to show you a snake preview of the project. And I'm now a bit suspicious about what Daniela was saying. So I'm not German, but I know German. If you want them to participate in something with their email addresses, they just don't participate. So I know what Daniela means. But I can just show you, basically, we'll, as we talk about human function, we'll divide the whole effort into several parts, one being the brain, the other being the body, and then a third being the extremities. So this special seminar is rather about the extremities, especially for, the movement disabilities and so forth. But then taking the human being as a whole and the society. So there's going to be, all of these efforts, they will be tackled by several technologies that we have discussed so far and also today, like, nanotechnology, imaging, sensors. These things repeat other imaging modalities and robotics, sensors, wearables, and so forth, like what we have been discussing. And of course, also educational technologies, as there is demand for that. And with that, what I mean is we can develop new learning technologies, improve learning of university students or the society. So there's going to be reflections of all of these to societal impact. That's going to be a separate project, actually. But it also has this sustainable economy, agriculture, actually, and educational problems, cyber security, and so forth. These are also to be tackled. What I'm planning to do is there's the project lead for societal impact is now known. So each of these tracks will have their societal impacts, but there will also be separate societal impact aspects, and we'll deal with several of those, I think. And finally, if you ask me, well, do you only do these things and don't do any research? I do, I used to do much more, to be honest, with the political situation also in the university and all of these things. I've been largely busy with other things lately, but what we do, towards this, actually, what we do is use surface EMG, electromyography, so measuring the muscle activity, if you like, of the lower extremity. And based on that, we try to predict the movement of people, first healthy people, and then we will, reflect that to amputees. But what Hale Hoca was indicating is another form of disability in which the motion problems occur, or there may be cerebral palsy, spasticity. This is also one other, and there are several others. So the aim is to develop some control algorithms for powered, in this case, ankle prosthesis, but also exoskeleton, other support devices. And that is, there we use EMG as the sensor, but replace those sensors by more high technical ones, And just using EMG is not done in the market yet, so that's highly relevant. But like what Burak Hoca will discuss just a minute later, that kind of sensors or other kind of sensors that like molecular sensing and wireless communication techniques. And of course, this whole thing has to be supported by power. That's why I found Gülün Hoca's work very, very interesting. So, like develop also new power technologies to support all of that. And of course, use AI imaging and so forth, like diagnosis, care and so forth. So that's, I don't know, I didn't check the time. I hope I didn't talk too much. But let me stop now and then we can discuss whenever you feel like. Thank you.